Another Disney afternoon show finds comic form. We return to the yard for the coming of War Doom, and Kevin Smith takes on two Marvel icons. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about only good comics. I'm Brant, and this is Friday First. This is that series where we talk about those brand number one issues, new character debuts, new story arcs, and the like. And this is for books that are coming out on August 19th, 2026. We've got a top 10 list this week. Once again, no honorable mentions or noteworthy books this week, just our top 10. So we're not going to delay that any longer. We're just going to dive right into this week's top 10. Coming in at number 10 from Marvel is Thor number 800 milestone issue here. So it's a first for Thor to reach these numbers that only a handful of books at this point have reached. So pretty cool milestone for Thor. I have not been reading the Thor series, so I don't know exactly what's been going on. What I do know is this is continuing that, and it's a oversized issue. It's 48 pages for $6.99. We also have bonus stories in the back after the main story that ties into whatever's been going on. Al Ewing and Pasquale Ferry are the creative team on the main story, and then we have Chris Condon and Jesse Lonergan doing one of the new thrilling tales in the backup stories, the bonus stories. So in this main story, it says the Serpent has trapped Sigurd Jarlson in the worst of all possible worlds for his greatest trial. Now, without even a weapon in his hand, he must prove himself worthy to enter the realm of the gods. So yeah, there you go. If you have been enjoying Thor and you want to continue that journey, or you just want to jump in for this milestone, the Mortal Thor, issue number 800, there you go. And that's why Thor comes in at number 10. Sticking with mythology, we head into number 9 from Ablaze with Valhalla, which is obviously a play on the word Valhalla, which is the kind of heavenly place or something like that in Norse mythology. But in this case, it's a descendant of the goddess Frigg, who is an Icelandic lawyer and who has these crazy abilities to make unbreakable contracts. So you're kind of taking the whole mythology aspect of it, adding in a little bit of present day stuff with some what do you call it? Procedural kind of drama, but filling it with fantasy and dark humor and high concept action, all mixed together in this crazy concept, which I thought was pretty fun. So that's why Valhalla comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 from Marvel is Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone. This is written by Kevin Smith and Andy McElfresh. And this is another team up of Spider-Man and Hulk. And RB Silva is on the art side. It says they've come together for the newest high-octane adventure for Spider-Man and Hulk. It's nonstop action, side-splitting quips, and the exorcism of Bruce Banner. So that just sounds like a fun time with Kevin Smith, one of the writers at the helm. That sounds like a good time to me as well. And that's why Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 from Mad Cave Studios is Lazarus Order, issue number 1. We're heading to medieval times. Think something like the bubonic plague, but it transforms those that become sick into monsters, and only the plague doctors can solve the problem, can cure the people, and stop the transformations or the sicknesses and all that kind of stuff. So kind of a spin on a few different things there, and I think it's a pretty clever spin. So and if the art is kind of striking as this cover is, it might look really cool. So there you go. That's why the Lazarus Order comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is TaleSpin, issue number 1 from Dynamite Entertainment. This is the latest Disney afternoon show to get its own comic. This was one of my personal favorites. I was a big fan of Kit Cloud Kicker back in the day. Obviously, you have a couple of the characters from Jungle Book. You've got Louie, you've got Baloo, you've got Shere Khan, in the mix and everything. So, but you also have all these new characters like Kid Cloud Kicker, who is just a fun guy who kind of had like this little surfboard thing that he would tie to the outside of Baloo's plane and basically windsurf, which I thought was the coolest thing back in the day. So yeah, if you were a big fan of the cartoon, you'll want to check this one out. That's why TaleSpin comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, as we enter that top 5, we've got Absolute Flash issue number 18. The reason this one is on here is because this is the Absolute Universe first full appearance of Hunter Zolomon, who in this universe is a DEO agent. And he comes to town, and now Wally has to protect his new home and his friends, or be captured by Hunter Zolomon. So that's going to be fun to see what this version of Hunter Zolomon looks like, and that's why Absolute Flash comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 from Image Comics is The Last Driver, issue number 1. This is written and illustrated, I believe, by Sean Gordon Murphy, who did Tokyo Ghost, Punk Rock Jesus, The Wake, etc. And this one is an interesting kind of futuristic concept where driving has been replaced by this robotic driving or transportation system called the grid, and now cars are actually illegal. But this guy sets out to save his granddaughter's life and ends up kind of fighting fascism and all this kind of stuff by driving his car. So really cool concept there, and obviously the art's going to be striking, as it always is in Murphy's books, and that's why The Last Driver comes in at number 4. Also from Image Comics, coming in at number 4 is Bug Wars, The Coming of the War Doom, issue number 1. We are heading back to the yard in this very dark and gritty version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, if you will. They obviously can compare it to that themselves because, you know, the residents of the yard are bug people, but we also have a couple of lead characters that shrink down and become warriors in this world as well. But now, you know, we're in a place where peace has kind of been shattered, and now these ancient enemies are coming out of the woods to cause another ruckus. So this is the next chapter in the Bug Wars saga. I'm here for it, and that's why Bug Wars, The Coming of the War Doom, issue 1 comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is G.I. Joe, issue number 25. This is the Energon Universe line, and this is Milestone issue 25. And we are getting a brand new story arc here, part 1 of 5, as G.I. Joe fights Night Force. Now, Night Force was the sub-team that was put together consisting of a few other G.I. Joe characters, and now these two forces, the main G.I. Joe team and Night Force, are going at it, and we're going to see how that goes in this extra size 40-page issue for $4.99. One of my favorites, obviously, Joshua Williamson is one of my favorite writers as well, and I'm excited for this one, and that's why G.I. Joe comes in at number 2. And coming in at that coveted number 1 spot from Marvel is What If Runaways, issue number 1. One shot, obviously, as the what ifs are, 32 pages, $4.99. And this is what if the Runaways hadn't run away and they just stayed? What would have happened? Would they have joined their parents in the Pride? We're going to answer all those questions. And the thing that excites me even more than that is Rainbow Royal, who has been writing Runaways for the past several years, is writing this book as well, with art by Zulema Scotto-Lovina. And I'm excited to see Rainbow return to the world of Runaways, especially with this twist on it, this what if tale. And we'll see exactly what would have happened if our heroes remained the kids, the willing kids and of villains, and joined up with their parents. So that's going to be a crazy tale. I'm very much looking forward to this book, and that's why What If Runaways comes in at number 1. And there you have it. There's our top 10 this week. Some interesting books in the list this week. Not a lot of like major big books in terms of like number 1 issues or firsts and that kind of thing, but still some really cool stories that we can enjoy and you know, just have fun with. And that's what I'm looking forward to in the books this coming week. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments below which of these books or any other first or any other books in general you're looking forward to this week. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It really does help. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any of the content going up on this channel. And you can follow me across social media at Only Good Comics, or type in onlygoodcomics.com to take you right back to this YouTube channel where we talk about only good comics. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care. Keep reading those comics. See you soon.